Wow. About an hour ago, I signed on to YouTube and, did my regular checking out a couple of videos that were sitting in my notification area. And I stumbled on a Soncerae video where she is completely being disrespectful to that man's mother. And I listened because I was like, maybe it's clickbait. Maybe the title is one way and within the video it'll be something different. But no, 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 no. This woman or girl, I like calling her a girl is being too kind, right? You almost want to give her bad names, use bad, terrible adjectives. I just really just I don't understand because within our community, the one thing that we know, if we really want to fight someone, is we tend to go for somebody's parents. We talk about their mother. This woman admits in the video that the mother allowed her to stay with them. And then she started tearing apart this mother, this woman who she actually met. Like for me and Soncerae, I've never met her. She could talk about me all day. She could probably talk about my mother, my children, my entire family. She's never met us. It's no big deal, right? We don't live in the same area. That's usually how trolls work. You know you're safe. This woman is mentally ill because she knows these people. She knows she's but a shouting distance away, where if they wanted to put hands on her, they could, and she has decided to just talk about that man's mother. First, before I go further on, let me tell Priest, if you're listening to this, my brother, do not do anything to get you or your family in trouble behind this thing. Okay? Because I feel for you myself. I don't even know you. I wouldn't know you if I saw you, right? And this woman has talked about your mother. And within that story that she gave, it seemed like your mother is mad cool. But then she still felt the need to talk negatively about her. Do not let this mentally ill ass bitch get you or anyone else in your family in trouble. Okay? If you need help, mess around with this woman. I got your back, baby. Okay? I can help you. Not only will I help you, give you information on how you can take care of her and get her out of your life, but if you decide that you want that baby, like you want full custody of that child, I will give you the instructions on how. Once she have that baby, you will be taking that baby home. This woman is mentally ill and she is not to be parenting any children. Let me go into that point. Why isn't she any position to be parenting children? It's not because she talked about your mother. It's because in the last 30 minutes she made a video and placed her 17-year-old daughter in the middle of this mess. That is what makes her a terrible parent. Why would she do anything like that? For all of you out there who are parents, imagine you in some situation like what this woman is in, and you decide to call your 16-year-old, now 17-year-old. Remember, her daughter just turned 17 in the last couple of weeks, within this month, right? And so you decide to call your child in the room with you so you could talk about a man who you've been sleeping with, who you're pregnant with for, and start talking with this child in the room, getting her involved. Who does that? What type of woman does that? We know what type of women does that. The type of women who these men end up hating. The type of women who actually make it hard and difficult for the better black women that are out here. We have a lot of young black men who do not like black women because of their mothers, right? We have a lot of young black women who are doing crazy shit like this because of their mothers. Their mothers weren't the best mothers. Their mothers were the type of mothers like she is. And I mean, we see, we do what we see. We actually do what we see. And if you saw your mother going from man to man, and you saw your mother actually allowing you to get involved in this mess, the chances of you being that way are great. I understand a lot of young women realize that that's not the way they want to be. They're trying to better themselves. So you end up listening to Soncerae and other women who are giving advice and trying to help you make better decisions. But this is not the woman you should be listening to if you're trying to better yourself. This is the type of woman you listen to when you want entertainment. I listen to her for entertainment purposes. There's nothing that she could teach me, right? But I always thought she was just funny, and I thought she was different. Seems like her different really isn't different in a good way. It's a mental illness type of thing. And I'm not here to put down mentally ill people. But we need to understand that if you are sane or you have no mental issues, you should not be taking advice from mentally ill people. Recognize who you are following. Recognize whether they're actually helping you or they're helping you excuse your situation. Okay? Now I'm gonna stop talking about her, and maybe I may decide to put up some videos where I can share some of my life experiences that may help young ladies with what they're dealing with. You understand what I'm saying? But do we need to stop and just pay attention to what is going on? Young ladies, we need to stop. We need to take responsibility for the decisions we make. And we need to, both males and females, on the responsibility side, we need to do that. And we also need to learn how to place our pride to the side and say when we need to say that we apologize and that we're sorry. You understand what I mean? That goes a long way. When somebody tell me that they're sorry and I know that they're actually sorry, like I I appreciate that. You don't need it, but you appreciate it. You understand what I'm saying? This woman can't even admit to what is going on in her life. No matter what she talks about, priest's name always comes up, and is always that it's his fault. We all know that it takes two to make a baby, right? We know that. But we also need to know that her decisions, the reason why he may not be with her, is because of a lot of her decisions. She doesn't see that though. A lot of her decisions will run many of men away. And we understand that. We know what men want. Men want sex, right? But that's not necessarily all that they want. You could come across a man who wants stability. He wants to grow something with a woman. But then they end up running into certain types of women who they realize that's not going to work with. So she's only good for sex. And sometimes that's what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I can't believe she put her daughter in the middle of this. And it makes her a bad parent. Point blank, period. Okay? She could talk about who she's blocking on YouTube. There's no such thing as blocking anybody on YouTube, sweetheart. The only thing you could stop is somebody commenting. Okay? But and even then you can't, somebody can make another name and comment. But you were the computer guru, remember? So she should already know that. Oh my God. And if we want to talk about trolls, girl, I know who you are when you post. Because you're the only one who are for you in my area. Okay? Anyway, I'm off. Um, I hope everybody enjoyed their week to come. And I hope everybody just just do better, every day, all of us, that would include myself. I strive to do something better, to recognize something about myself that isn't always positive, and try to do better. Everybody have a good day. Adios.